guest gives me this funny look.
It's like, don't jump for joy, please.
Don't jump for joy. Good morning, everyone. We started a little late today. I got loaded at 7 a.m. And of course, when I did my pre-trip, I found a flat tire on my trailer. So we had to stop by Cal Tire and get a tire repaired. It's now what, around 10 o'clock? A little before 10. Headed up the E-Holt, Highway 3, just west of Grand Forks, and is it ever snowing? Huge flakes. Yeah, I love my job. This is awesome. Look at the beautiful snow. I know. Some of you guys think it's a four-letter word, but I love snow. Having said that, it is making me a little bit nervous. I am still running on the front axle has got last year winter's tires on it, and the rear axle's got all-season tires on it. The two drive axles. I've got 8 axles altogether, but the drive axles. I read that dispatch note yesterday. I wanted to get 4 new winters. Maybe I put it off a little too long. Worst case, I just have to chain up a little earlier before everybody else does. And best case is, other guys have been running with their winters for a month and a half, and today is the first day they needed it. And their winters are like worn down a quarter of the way already, running in the hot weather. Now would be a good time to get winters put on. So if by some chance our load tomorrow brings us close to Salmo, I'm going to ask for 8 new winters when we get there. And if not, then next week for sure, get winters. Starting to stick on the road. I have never spun out on the E-Holt yet, but with my tire setup, if it gets slippery, it may very well spin out. And of course, trickier than going up is going back down. Going back down with bald tires, you have to think about that ahead of time and drive accordingly. I'm wondering once we get down in the U.S. what the Snoqualmie Pass looks like. It's a little bit further south but higher up, so we may be chaining up there later, but it'll be later on in the day. So we'll see. We'll see. Pull in this side here, let anyone pass that wants to. One guy's gonna try. It's quite dangerous passing this time of year because of all the slush. You can hear all the slush hitting the side of our truck. So being in the passing lane is a little tricky this time of year. I was talking to truck drivers, and they were saying they haven't seen a plow out here yet. It's a brand new company doing the plowing here this year. You'd think they'd want to do a first good impression. I think they failed that first impression. Should be plows going up here. So if there were plows going up here, there'd be no issue. Push the slush off and you're good to go. Of course, I put the power divider lock on, so both drive axles have power, and then I also put the diff locks on, so I've got 8 tires pulling me up. All 8 tires got power to them. Slow my wiper down a bit. The snow is getting a lot finer up here. Whenever I see everybody's cutting a corner, I try to make the corner the way the road should be, because with 8 axles, I make a heck of a track behind me. It is beautiful up here. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost to the top. Got most of my climbing done. Pretty optimistic I won't have to chain up on this today. Hopefully snoqualamine is the same. Snoqualamine is a big interstate highway, so hopefully they clear that better. Always nervous about making the tracks the way the tracks should be, because I'm going through the slush. But if there's no snowplows making the trails, I'll be the good Samaritan and make the trails in the right place. Alright, should be the last part of the steeper part of the climb anyway. Once we make it up here, I think we're clear and free. There we go. Summit's a little further off, but it's not a very steep. Not as steep as this, so this is the steepest part, so we can get up to speed limit now after this. Not that we want to get up to speed limit in this kind of weather. Take it a little bit easier. For some reason we don't make it to our destination today. That's okay. I'd rather arrive there a little late than not arrive at all. Excuse me. Frog stuck in my throat. For some reason, one of my diff lockers hasn't turned off. Keep that in mind too. Oh, there we go, it turned off. If one of the diff lockers or if both diff lockers don't turn off, that means you have 8 tires pushing you straight forward that do not want you to turn. And only 2 tires on the steer axle that want to turn. If the diff lockers don't come off and you're coming around a corner at a high speed, you will miss that corner and go straight. Yeah, definitely getting a little slick. I can feel just the barest movement of me not being solidly attached to the ground. Just barely definitely feeling a little bit slick. I've kept the power divider lock on, so both axles are still providing power, but not all the wheels are. There's a set go. I'm going to put some washer fluid on these wipers. See if I can thaw them out because it's starting to build up some ice on one of them. Yeah, definitely slick up here. Definitely feeling it. Low power entering the corner and then slight power exiting the corner. Yeah, if this freezes, this would be a heck of an ice rink if this freezes like this. It's plus 2 degrees Celsius, so there we go. And we are at the top, I think. Maybe the Ehold Summit sign is coming up. There's got to be a top right here, even though the sign's never there. I'm going to just slow down. Slow down because I know the passing lane ends and he was catching up pretty quick, so let him pass. Let's hit that 60 for this corner, especially on a slick day. And then we're going down. And we're getting less and less snow as we head down. Very glad I grabbed that washer fluid out of the container yesterday. Or else my wipers might be frozen right up. Just get any good photos? Yeah, it's kind of hard to take photos when it's snowing this hard. Wipers get in the way.
I think there's some really easy in a lavender focus.
I see it come down quite a bit here already, and there's less snow on the road. Yeah, he is catching up really quick going uphill, but he's pretty smart. He's downhill, he's going nice and slow. Hey, snowplow! But it looks like they've been plowing on this lane too. So does he turn around at the top of Ehold? So the guys on this side of Ehold are on top of the game because this has been plowed. Both sides have been plowed at least once. So the guys on the other side of Ehold are dropping the ball. So it's not that there's less snow, it's just they've actually plowed here on this side. I still got Jake brakes going here because I've got grip. Once it gets slicker, I turn those things off. Last thing you want to do is when you want to lift, all of a sudden the brakes kick in and just spin you out of control. That'd be a fast way to jackknife. Normally I'm doing 100 here. We're definitely not doing 100. We're going 80 something. There we go. No more snow on the road. Back into rain. There we go. E-halt successfully completed. Now we can speed back up. I don't know if the guy in front of us knows the road or not, but I know it's safe for me to speed up here. We'll just follow him at his speed. Well guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys all do the snow dance. Let it keep snowing. Winter is here. Winter is here. I like my job. I love my job. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. You guys hit the thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. And we will see you tomorrow.